Hi everyone, just a quick video. This is James G0SEC. Had quite a few emails this week on my ham shack layout and how I set up my audio equipment. So I've got a few questions, so I thought I'd just answer them and do a video. So anyone that's interested can follow suit, so to speak. Okay, so the first question I had was how do I hook up all my audio equipment, and which in what order do they go and so forth. Right, well the way I've done it, I have a very good audio, by the way. The main radio is the ICOM 7800, and here in the shack I got 4 pieces of audio equipment that I use, and on the TX side, so I'm going to go through them in a short while. And radios are the 850 and rotator there, which is the G1000 DXC. Got the 7800 that I'm using as the main HF radio, which I absolutely love using. It's a fantastic bit of kit. It's been absolutely excellent, and I mean absolutely excellent, and worth every penny. And got 3 monitors in the shack. Got the one there, got this one here, which is for my logbook, and one over there, which is what I use for Echolink and other things that I got to do. Sorry about my chair; it's very squeaky. I've got this chair here. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to get a new chair. It's got this horrible squeak on it. So if you hear this squeaky noise, that's what it is. Anyway, just getting back on the video, the audio that I use, the microphone, sorry, is the Heil PR781. The Heil PR781 by Heil. Very good microphone. Used quite a few over the years, and this is definitely the best sounding one so far. And of course, Heil made this microphone especially for the 7800 and the 7700, so it works really well. The microphone goes, microphone I've got on the Heil boom, as you've probably seen before, and the microphone actually goes to the this equipment here, which is the Behringer Mic 2200. The Behringer Mic 2200. The mic plugs straight into the back of it on the mic input, and from this Mic 2200 unit, which gives it a nice warm sort of sound. Let me just show you some of my settings here. I haven't got them terribly high, but I've got it set to give it a nice warm sort of broadcast audio. It's really nice audio. And from the Mic 2200 it goes into the DEC 2496. This is a Behringer DEC 2496. And to show you quickly, I've got some of the on the camera. It probably won't show up very well because it always seems a lot brighter, a bit like when you're taking a video of a computer screen. It's a bit brighter than what it is in real life. But let me just show you very quickly if I can. I've got lots of settings here. Don't know if you can see that. Don't know if the camera will let me do that. But depending on what radio I am on and so forth, I switch them through. I usually have it on the 7800 best audio. Yeah, and that's show you my GEC settings. You can see hopefully my GEC settings and my PEC settings. If you can see, that might be a little bit blurry, but that's the settings of how my audio looks on the curves, and it's a really nice audio setup. Okay, so the mic goes from the microphone to the Mic 2200. It then goes to the DEC 2496, and then after the DEC 2496 it goes over to this piece of equipment, which is Intelligate XR2000 downward expander, and it's a noise gate unit, and it's superb. It really is superb. I've got a kitchen right next door to my shack, and any noises coming from my dog tapping his feet on the kitchen floor I don't get on the audio side, and or any fan noises in the radio room here. There's quite a lot of equipment in the radio room, and it doesn't pick up on anything like that, so it's really good. And without it, it's a lot noisier. It's a lot noisier affair. So if you're into audio, definitely get the downward expander. Get rid of that noisy shack, and you're halfway to a really good audio. Okay, so from the IntelliGate noise reduction. Noise gate downward expander, it goes to this unit up here, which is a DBX compressor, and so I'm using the DBX 266 XL. It's a fantastic bit of kit. It really makes your audio sound really punchy and nice. It gives it a nice sort of punchiness about your audio. It's not excessive. I only got it set on a few dBs, but it's enough to make your audio, give it that edge on the compression. It really is nice, good for the pile-ups too. And if you've ever worked with me before, you know what kind of a good audio that I have myself. It goes from the DBX 266 XL to this unit down here under the shelf, and this is a unit which is called I Plus by W2IHY. Now, essential bit of kit if you really want to have good audio, and you can do it other ways as well, cheaper ways to isolate the line levels, but I really like this box. It's superb. I've never had any problems using the audio racks with my radio equipment. And one thing I like about this unit is you can use it for all your audio, RX and TX, but you can also set the line levels for the different radios, and obviously every radio is different, so you can set those line levels and get a perfect match to the audio on your transceiver. So it's this eliminates any ground loops that you might have that pick up, and really is a really good bit of a kit, and glad I brought it. But so that's the audio equipment I'm using, and this is how I've got it set up. This over here is an EMU unit, and what that does is basically it enables me to have the sound from the 7800 and from the other radios in the shack to have go to the same speakers which my PC speakers are going to. They're all screened and double screened actually. I'm using B&W speakers. They're on the wall of the shack over there and over that way, and you can't see them in the video, but without me getting up. But the EMU unit enables me to have an independent sound card purely from the radio point of view, and when it comes to I want to listen to anything on the headphones, I just plug it in here, or I can plug it in here, and this is really handy to have. I can just plug in the headphones here rather than plug it in on the radio there. So and this also goes to the computer, so it's using an independent sound card, and I've got it also running on 196 kilohertz on the sound card. So the sound audio coming from the radio in the shack here is in stereo surround sound. It's beautiful. I can switch it across actually between stereo and mono, but when it's in stereo, it's a really nice all the way around the shack sound, and it's superb audio. It really is. It's really nicer than listening to it from the radio point of view. So that's hopefully enough information on the audio racks. Another question I got is the other day I got an email from some guy, and I'm sure you'll get this video because you're a subscriber, and asking me about my keyboard. Yes, my keyboard is backlit. Let me just show you. Well, then if I just turn my lights down, you'll see lights up like a Christmas tree in here when the lights are off. It really does. It's lights and digits everywhere. But I just turn the keyboard off, and yeah, it is backlit, and it's a really nice keyboard. It's dead flat. Let me just show you. Just turn up the light again. Let me just show you just how flat this keyboard is. If you can see that, it's really flat, and keys are really nice on it. They're not big and bulky. They're it's almost as flat as a laptop keyboard, and really really got a nice bit on this front here, and it's like got a rubbery texture. It's not any thicker, it's very thin, but it's kind of like a rubbery feel to it. And to answer your questions, it's made by Logitech, I think it's called, and about 18 inches long, just a little bit longer than the audio rack. That's 19 inches, so it's definitely a nice keyboard. It really is. It's been great. I've had it for about a year now, and I don't think I'd want to go back to another keyboard. Having that when you got the light dim down in the shack, it's really nice at night times to have the illuminated keyboard. Now, the other question I've got is, am I running independent computers in the shack to have 3 monitors running, or am I using the same PC? Well, the answer to that is I'm using the same PC. I've got, sorry, my squeaky chair again. I'm using the same PC. This is the one I use the most, which is right to the right of me when I'm in the shack. You'll see my my webcam there on the on that monitor, and that's the one I use the most. This one I mainly use for Echolink and my logging program, which is immediately you'll see it there. It's immediately above the just standing back a bit. That's immediately above my 7800. And this program is really good. I'm going to talk about that just briefly in a minute, because I've also got asked a question about my logging program, and this is obviously connected to the radio. The good thing about it is I can have that over here or over here, or have that over here or over here. I can switch. They're totally independent of each other, and I can switch them between each other. And the way I do that is with a dual graphics card and a few switcher boxes. And I've got a couple of switches. If you see here, I've got a switch here, and I can switch from that switch. Sorry, no, that switch is for the keyboard here. Sorry, the keyboard is also connected to the radio, and I'll just show you. I'll just click on that switch. Let me just click that. You'll see my keyboard goes off, and then you'll see it come back on again, and then it's come back on, and basically it goes from the PC to the radio, and then I'll just click the switch again. You'll see it go off, and then you'll see it come back on again, and that's back on the PC. So that's the keyboard. To answer your question about have I got my keyboard plugged into my 7800 and the PC, the answer to that is it's on a switch. I switch it across between the computer, the PC, and the 7800. And the monitors, I've got another switch which is behind here that I just switch in, so it enables me to have any monitor I want. If I want this on the top here, I can just switch it across, or have it here and have them up here. So, and that's how I have 3 monitors in the shack, all working off the same computer. And the computer is a very fast PC. It's about 4.2 gig quad core i7, and it's very quick. It certainly does everything I want it to do. Okay, getting back, my last question is, what is the ham radio logbook I use? The logbook I use is called NGen log. I don't know if you see that. It's going a funny sort of colour because of the camera. I think it's because it's too white. It's a lot whiter in real life. But it's a great program. Let me just show you quickly. When you type in, I'm just going to type in a call sign. Let me just see if I can type in myself. Let's type in G. Let's go here. G0SEC. You'll see my ugly self, and there you'll see my picture. It's, if you can see me there, it's not too clear on the camera. It's a bit too much light in the room. But you'll see it's come up with the beam heading. The computer is also connected to the rotator, so the rotator will turn automatically. And as soon as you type in the beam heading, and see the beam heading there, and it's a great program. You got the cluster here, and here you got the cluster announcements. The good thing about it is it's also connected to the radio. I'll just show you the. That's me turning the VFO on my 7800. You'll see that it's also connected to the PC. And I thought I'd just mention you can get this program. I actually brought the program about a year or so ago. I've been using it for about a year and a half. I've used many logging programs before. This is definitely the best one. Beats them all, and it looks really nice as well. It's a really nice interface. You can totally customize it, change all the colors and so forth. It's a very, very good program. Doesn't cost a lot. I think I paid something like £40 for it, £45 for a lifetime. You know, that's nothing. You know, it's just a one-off payment, and they've got a support forum which is fantastic, really great, and lots of people using it now. And but it's called NGenLog. That's NGenLog, as you say it. NGenLog. NGenLog. A bit of a weird name for a logbook, but it's really good. Go and check it out on the www.ngenlog.com website, and you'll be able to download a free trial and use that program. But it's been superb. It works really well with the radios, and I've never had any problems with it at all, and it's been really great. And there always seems to be a nice lot of updates available as well. And just to finish off, are just on 20 meters at the moment. Just see what's coming in here. I think it's nearly the end of the day here. It's what are we, 6:30 in the evening? Oh, bit loud. Let's have a quick hang on.
Thank you for the contact. At 73, you are 5 minutes to rock to you.
So that meter looks really realistic, you know, on the 7800. You actually forget that it's actually a TFT screen. You really do forget. And just love this radio. It's a fantastic bit of kit. It really is. And love the way you can totally do whatever you want with it. The digital modes work really well as well, and really pleased with this radio. Haven't had it long, about a couple of months, but I'll just turn that down. But hopefully that will answer your questions about my audio. And just finally, the audio for the PC. The microphone I'm using, I use the webcam for my Skype and so forth, but the audio comes from the Heil PR781, and the way I do that is on the back of the DEC 2496 there's an output, or auxiliary output, and what I tend to do is just plug in the auxiliary output going to the PC input on the mic, and I just bypassed some of the settings. I've actually in the menu settings I've got PC audio, so it's set up purely for the PC, so it's obviously different with no compression and stuff like that, and so forth for the PC. It's just a standard audio with a bit of enhancement. It sounds really nice on the PC as well, and I can just switch it across by selecting the one I want, or I can use the webcam audio because it's obviously got a built-in microphone in the webcam. So hopefully this will enlighten you. I'm hoping that I haven't shaken the camera around too much, because I am got a bit of a shaky hand when it comes to explaining everything and holding a camera in my hand. So hopefully that will make sense to you, and you can do something similar. This chair is very, very squeaky. I'm definitely going to be getting a new chair soon, I think. 7.3s from G0SEC.